bringing you tonight's game, and we're getting ready for the start of tonight's contest as the dignitaries are going to come out here on the ice and have the presentation and introduce all the Red Wing players and get ready to go. We have Dan Miller, I believe, is going to be our MC, and we're going to get ready to go in just a moment. It looks like they're lining up to go on the ice.
They're getting ready to get out here and get it underway. We got Dan Miller, we got Dick Burton, Ted Lindsay, Major Harris from the Salvation Army. They're just to our right. You see them in your frame.
There you see Dick Burton and
there's Brian Brennan
out there, the president of the Royal Hockey Association, Dan Miller. Left of your screen.
Lewis in the background, doing a little walkthrough.
We're getting ready to go, and
unusual to see him without his striped shirt on.
We've got.
Yeah, this is a great cause for the Salvation Army Bed and Bread Club. Last night they had the skate-a-thon right here at the Royal Oak John Lindell Ice Arena.
And we'll be hearing shortly. We're on the air.
There we go. We're on the air.
We'll be hearing shortly from the ROHA representatives how much money they raised at that skate-a-thon last night, and I'm sure. And we're being entertained here by the Eagles who are dancing in front of us, doing a little dance in front of us. They stopped now for a moment. Yeah. Oh, here they go. They're dancing again. They're getting ready to go. You get a shot of even though they're skaters, they're learning to dance as they're doing this as the warm-up. They're the warm-up entertainment.
Yeah, and you see plenty of those yellow jerseys. Those are all part of the Royal Oak Hockey Association alumni. They're all coaches, current coaches, former players.
There's the dancers. There's the Eagle dancers out there.
They got the moves down, too.
The opening act here for tonight's game.
Yeah, that's the warm-up crew.
We've had these, had a nice event last year, and I'm sure that we're going to be getting ready to get the rest of the dignitaries out here on the ice, hopefully, in a moment, and get ready to go.
Get a shot of us in profile. So which way do I need to move?
Yeah. Well, then John Johnson
I don't know which way I need to move.
To the right of your screen.
Yeah,
John's
Johnson
on
right
camera.
There behind us.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty unusual what they do here because the Royal Oak Hockey Association, they're going to have 3 different squads basically. Each period, they're going to roll out new skaters. That's kind of a little bit different than what the alumni Red Wings are used to. Usually they play the whole 60 minutes again, or 45 minutes, whatever we end up playing against the same squad.
One of the skaters told me they're going to win this year.
I hope so.
I don't know that.
I've not seen that.
I haven't seen that happen, but they say they're going to win this year. The Royal Oak Hockey Association. We had a couple good skaters out there last year. A couple. We'll see how they'll do this year. Some of the younger ones come out too. That's that helps them a little bit. You know,
that always helps them. And I think they've got more females this year than they've had in years past.
Yeah, they do. But they have a few out there that'll be out. The younger skaters, and they can get up and down the ice a little faster than some of these old timers.
You talking about the Red Wings or the Royal Oak?
Well, the Royal Oak guys. The Red Wings, some of those guys can still skate pretty good.
They still can.
We got a good group of the Red Wings here tonight. They're going to introduce them in a moment, but we're going to see Eddie Mayo on goal, I believe, and he'll be here. He has his job changed. They're talking to him last fall. His job required him to be out of town a lot more, so he couldn't play in a lot of these alumni games, and now he's around town more, so he can get out here and do these games. Eddie's a good guy, and he'll be out here tonight, and he'll be enjoying it.
Dick Burton there getting ready to come out on the ice.
Why don't we come back in just a moment when we get a chance at when we're ready to get the proceedings started. We'll be right back.
Everybody that is standing remain standing, and if those that aren't, would please rise for Dwayne Harlow, who will now sing the national anthem. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight last evening, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming.
and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Who's not on my list, I want to welcome right there Dave Lewis, former Wings head coach, associate coach, driving force behind the Stanley Cup champions under Scotty Bowman as well. Great job here, Lou. All right, now to get things started, with Rick Burton and Major Turner, please come up to drop the puck for the face-off. I would also like to call David Shepler, Army Specialist, Alpha Company, Infantry, Baghdad, Iraq, and Michael Brennan, former Army Specialist, 3rd Army Cavalry Regiment, 2 tours in Iraq. Guys, come on up. Somebody's got a puck. If we don't have a puck in this building, we're in deep pinches.
Drop the puck. Ready to go. Billy Evo in the Redwings Alumni uniform, but Billy also a Royal Hockey Association alumnus. He
Great job, guys.
played here as a youngster.
Everybody ready? Let's play some hockey.
We'll be right back. We'll be right back after this message.
All right, we got 20 minutes up on the clock, and we're just about ready for action to begin. Bruce Taylor's not wearing pants again. He's got his shorts on, and he says he's ready. He's running the clock.
So we'll probably have some cheating on the clock if Bruce is running it.
Yeah, we got hometown officiating. We got a hometown clock operator. I don't know, Royals might have a chance in this one.
The starting lines are coming out on the ice, and
Yep, Carl Hoops out there for Royal Oak, along with Coakley. Can't see who the right wing is.
coming out for the Wings, you got Pat Peak, Dennis Hextall, Bill Evo, and on defense, Dave Lewis and John Ogrodnik. Old-time skaters.
That's right.
No buckets on their heads.
Yeah, I was going to say.
I don't think that's right. Dave probably, when he was skating at
For
Buffalo years ago, probably didn't wear one.
He didn't have to wear one.
Dave Lewis with the puck behind the net, getting it out, centering it out to Hextall. Hextall looking ahead to Pat Peak. Peak on the opposite wing to Bill Evo. Bill Evo skating in, looking to set up. Evo centers it to Hextall. Hextall into the corner with it. In behind the net to Peak. Peak trying to set it up. Peak gives it over to Evo. Evo back to Peak behind the net. Peak tries to get it through a skater there and knocked away there by number 87. That's Jeff Ryan, but it's put in the net. We'll get a look at that. Whoever got that.
I think Bill Evo's going to get the credit for it.
And wait for the call from Butch Gazzetti.
I think Butch is asking him. Make sure.
Butch wants to make sure who got it. Butch will get the score for us.
Yeah, the first 47 seconds.
2 from 14.
So it goes to Dennis Hextall from
there we see
Pat Peak.
Saw the end of the replay there. We saw it was Hextall that put it in.
Dennis Hextall from Pat Peak.
Nagy with it now. It's center ice over to Hennessy. Hennessy will gain the line with it. Now looking around, centers it right in front. Went behind Neo and out the other side, and in the corner with it now.
They're getting it set up again, and ROHA trying to get it loose, but Pat Peak comes away with it. Peak gives it ahead to Craig Wolanin. To Peak, over to Bill Evo. Peak back to Evo, and Evo pokes it in. Bill Evo from...
Yeah, that's going to be from Wolanin and from
Wolanin,
Peak.
yeah.
So 2 minutes in, 2 goals.
From Pat Peak and Greg Wolanin.
Yeah, just an empty little give and go. We're going to see it here. Peak is just going to go right back to Evo behind the defense, and he's going to 5-hole on Wagner. And it's a 2-0 Red Wing lead. Now we got some fresh blood out there. Weber, Wolanin.
All right, Terry Lampman picking it up. Terry Lampman skated it over center, but knocked off his stick by Wolanin. Paquette picks it up for ROHA. The opposite wing, ROHA.
Got a couple of the girls out here playing defense, it looks
now,
like.
Rob Velasevich, I'm not familiar with Rob, but he's out there with the wings. Shot
nice
put on
move by Newman.
Dan Newman put it right on the net, but knocked away by the goaltender. And then another one knocked away by the goaltender, going to cover it up. Shot in from the point there by the defense, and goaltender Jim Wagner holding on.
Yeah, I made a couple of good saves during that shift. One of them on Dan Newman in close, and then on that point shot, you see Newman roughing somebody up.
Back out to the point to Wolanin. Wolanin gives it ahead. He picks it up by Dan Newman. Newman dropping it over for Velasevich. Back to Wolanin. Over to Weber. Weber shot in. Knocked away and coming out with it. Here comes Terry Lampman. He's got Tyler Lampman with him. Urian back at the point. Urian picks it up. Urian shot. Doesn't get through. Gets knocked away and gets deflected in front.
Oh, there's a hard shot over top of the net.
Here coming back the other way, and here comes Velasevich. Rob Velasevich gives it over in the opposite wing to Dan Newman. Newman drops it back to Velasevich. To Dave Lewis. Dave Lewis skates it into the corner. Looking to set it up to Velasevich, to Newman in front. Over to Sergei Karen.
Yeah, he was the first Soviet to ever play for the Winnipeg Jets franchise.
Newman taken off Newman's stick there by number 47. Ed Paquette doing a good job.
A little bit of a break here.
Going down there. There's one of those young sets of legs too. Tyler Lampman getting down the ice pretty quickly. John Ogrodnik picks it up and shoots it down the ice.
That was a twisted wrister. Went up high on Mio, but he made the save. Now the Royal Oak Alumni are going to change lines here.
They come out over to Harlick. Harlick up the right wing. Harlick skating down the right wing and getting in behind the wing's net. And Dave Lewis knocks it up into the air and picked up. Butch Gazzetti stops play.
Yeah, in the 3 years Lewis was head coach for both the Red Wings and the Bruins, he had a .604 winning percentage. Kind of unusual. He's not behind the bench somewhere.
That's right. Yeah. Dave came back to town last year and is living in the area. Dave's kibitzing with some of the fans over there.
He's being heckled in the corner.
Yeah. Evo comes out with it, shoots it over on the opposite wing to Brent Fedek. Brent Fedek knocked off his stick there by Egrin. Egrin back to John Ogrodnik for the wing, picks it up and gives it ahead to Dennis Hextall. Now, Dennis Hextall's been out of the game for a while, but he can still skate.
Yeah.
He was a great skater and player in his day. And Dave Lewis puts it back on Eddie Mio. Eddie Mio shoots it ahead to Brent Fedek. To Bill Evo. Bill Evo's shot was over in the corner. Ogrodnik can't pick it up, and coming out with it for ROHA is Cortesis.
2-on-1.
Cortesis shot. That got through Eddie's pads, but it went wide. A good opportunity by Cortez. His shot in there by...
That was Owen, Deb Owen.
Deb Owen. Out in front. Egren's shot knocked away. Dennis Hextall drops it over to Dave Lewis. Back to Hextall. Ahead to Billy Evo. Bill Evo gives it over to Fedek on the right wing. Fedek puts it right back in front to Evo. Knocked away by the defense by ROHA.
Yeah, Wilhelm, I think, knocked it away.
Fedek. Back to Hextall. Back to Fedek again. Fedek looking to set up. Fedek drops it back to Wolanin at the point. Over to Paul Weber. In behind the net to Fedek. Put right out in front. Deb Owen goes down. Gives it, I believe that was Sandy Corbett. Knocked it down. Hoops coming up with it. Hoops puts it into the corner. They're trying to get it out in front, and they do, and gets knocked away in front of the net. Evo, the opposite wing to Weber, over to Fedek. Ahead to Pat Peak, going down the left wing. Peak just holding on to the puck while they change lines behind him. Paul Weber going in the corner with it. Puts it in behind the net. Going over there, pick it up, 91, Dan Wilhelm. Gets it up ahead to Hoops. Hoops going down the left wing. Weber. The shot goes right into Mio. Mio makes the save. Drops it for Weber. Weber gives it ahead to Sergei Karen. Sergei Karen on the across to Newman. Yeah, and knocked down with a high stick, so.
There's Sergei Karen. As I mentioned, he was the first Soviet for the Winnipeg Jets franchise. Also played 5 years in Muskegon of the United Hockey League. That's kind of, I'm sure, his ties to the Red Wing Alumni. In just one professional season in Winnipeg, he played 7 games, 2 goals, 3 assists. You remember him, right, Hugh?
No, that one, Sergei Karen, that one, but he's evidently still in the area, even though he didn't go back to Russia. Going down the other wing here, that's 36.
Oh, what a save by Mio.
Shot by Hennessy. Going back down the other end, here comes Peak. Taken away. And going back the other way by ROHA. That's Gaioni gives it up to Toby Dom. Toby Dom in the corner with it, looking to get set up. Toby Dom tries to center it. Gets it out in front to number 36. Hennessy's shot knocked away by Mio. And it's out in front. Here comes Sergei Karen in and drops it over and back to Peak. Knocked away in front there. Wagner was down.
They had Wagner turned inside out, and I think he got it underneath Wagner, but it went out the other side.
Here comes Dan Newman dropping it to Peak. Peak back to Dave Lewis. John O'Grodnick shot knocked away.
Boy, for no slap shots, those things are hitting the end boards awful hard, aren't they?
They're coming along. Yeah, they don't shoot slap shots, but they still get strong shots. There goes Friedman. Friedman get a break. And knocked away by Eddie Mio. Good save by Eddie. Friedman. So Friedman really getting things going there. Terry Lampman. Terry Lampman goes off the post. Terry shot.
Beat him, but hit the goaltender's friend, that far post.
Terry's moving better than he does when he's refereeing. We got to take a look at that. See what here's Tyler Lampman now. Tyler Lampman going back the other way and puts it in. Tyler Lampman. That's got to be a great feeling for Tyler. He's putting it in the net.
So they trimmed the lead to 1. We'll see who got the assist.
Tyler Lampman. The assists go to his dad, Terry Lampman, and number 12, Dwayne Harlick.
Yeah, Dwayne sang the national anthem before the contest.
So a 2-1 hockey game here. So the ROHA gets on the board here. Ed Paquette shot
I
is
wonder
knocked
if
away.
Mio gives up another one if Lindsay's going to pull him for Bowman.
There's a shot Todd Bidner. Todd wasn't here, I think, in the beginning.
Yeah,
he's here now.
He's here now.
Terry Lampman gives it ahead to Paquette, and Paquette is stopped by Dave Lewis. Dave just holds his stick. Dave tried to get the puck loose and finally kick saved away by Eddie Meal. Coming out with it, Todd Bidner gives it to Valasevich. Valasevich drops to Brett Fettig.
Oh,
Fettig
the
shot.
return pass, and Valachevic just couldn't get a stick on it.
Craig Wolanin shot in on Wagner. Wagner makes the save, and it goes down the ice. Eddie Mio comes out to pick it up. And play it, flips it ahead. Bidner. That might have been knocked down by a high stick.
Yeah, maybe.
I don't think we're doing that. Shot goes in. We're going to take a look at that, the replay, take a look at that. Valasevich, I believe, on that goal, but we'll take a look at that previous one.
Yeah, we're going to see it here. Lampman's going to come in all alone. You can see he goes to the glove side, just inside the post of Mio. He'd hit the post earlier in the shift. What was the scoring play on that one, Hugh?
The scoring on that one is Rob Valasevich from Todd Bidner. So get a 3-1 lead for the Red Wing Alumni. Broken up there at the line. Hextall drops it back to Pat Peak. Over to Billy Evo. Billy Evo shoots it around the boards, and Hextall picks it up. Hextall gives it to Wolanin in the slot. Knocked away from him, but Hextall picks it back up, shoots it in for Peak, and gets knocked in the net.
They're going to wave that one off.
They're going to say
Peak kicked it in. Peak wanting them to go upstairs for the replay. I don't know if we can. I don't know if we can give them any kind of a view on that or not. It doesn't look like they're going to go to us.
They waved that goal off. That goal is not good.
Yeah, here's John Guionian's replay here. We're going to see it. Here it comes. Yeah, you can see he directed it with his foot.
Yeah, he did kick it in. We're one of the things they're doing to keep this game close is John's not putting that last score up. It's actually 3-1 there. You got a whistle.
Now I think we got a tripping penalty coming up here. We're going to see a penalty shot. Butch Gazzetti makes a signal for a penalty shot.
Butch Gazzetti says a penalty shot.
I think Stuart Egren, that was number 13, was the one that was fouled there.
I think there's some debate about this between Mio and.
Yeah,
let's see if we get
look
at the penalty.
Landon puts it back on his own keeper. And then Evo trying to impede Egret. You can see gets a stick tied up in the feet. Now here comes the penalty shot opportunity. Sticks on the ice.
And he puts it in. Penalty shot. Good by Stuart Egren.
That goal just netted $100 to the Salvation Army.
So we have a 3-2 hockey game. Stuart Egren on a penalty shot.
Yeah, here he goes. He comes in. Now here's the regular trick. All the Red Wings on the ice throw a stick. Able to negotiate the sticks. Nice deke on Mio. Gets him going to his left and then brings it back. Able to put it into the empty cage. Cuts the lead 3-2 now.
3-2 the score, and the Red Wings, a tougher game than they've had here. Picking it up, going the other way, Dan Wilhelm. Wilhelm's got Coakley with him, and Cortesis. Wilhelm centers it for Coakley. Coakley backhands it, knocked away by the pads of Eddie Mio. Is shot down the ice by Wolanin.
Whoa.
Goes right across the crease. We've got 4 minutes and 37 seconds remaining here in this first period. Dave Lewis comes out off the bench to pick it up for the Wings. Over to Paul Weber. To Hextall. To Pat Peak. Back to Lewis. Lewis skating it in. Louis taking a look at it. Gives it to Billy Evo. Can't get the shot off. Billy Evo in behind the net. Trying to gets it back to Peak. Peak behind the net. Going to try a wraparound. Drops it in, but the Wings come up with it. John O'Grodnick comes back and picks it up. Dave Lewis knocks it back into Eddie Mio, and Eddie comes out. Gets the play started ahead to Pat Peak as they go to a line change. O'Grodnick to Dave Lewis.
Lewis didn't
Dave
lead,
Lewis.
He didn't lead many rushes in his career.
No. He was a defensive defenseman in his day. Dave Lewis to Ogrodnik. Over to Todd Bidner, but knocked up in the air. Ogrodnik picks it up and drops it, and I think they said he
closed his hand on the puck.
He closed his hand on the puck.
Make it a face-off. Usually they'll get you 2 minutes in the penalty bench.
Yeah,
he'll probably get a stern warning from Butch Gazzetti, I'm sure.
John Ogrodnik's debating that with Butch. He didn't agree with that call. Nagy with it. Nagy puts it up along the boards. They're picking it up there. Batiste is over to Hoops. Hoops shot is up.
Nice glove by Mio. Mio going to put it in play himself.
Glove saved by Mio. He's going all the way. Eddie Mio skating it in to the Eddie. But he always wanted to be a forward anyway. He got it down the ice. It's right out in front of Bidner. Bidner drops it into Newman. Dan Newman picks it up.
He's got to get back in his crease before one of his teammates fire one back that way.
Sergei Karen battling along there with Dwayne Harlick behind the net. Dwayne's multi-talented. He's out here skating.
Yeah.
Sang the national anthem.
Oh!
And his band is going to be the entertainment at the Afterglow tonight. So
right. Friedman had a glorious chance there. His shot went just wide.
He's had two good opportunities.
Yep.
Newman gets it out ahead to Sergei Karen. To Todd Bidner. Back to Karen. Over to Newman. Too far.
I didn't see it, but I can just imagine Newman must have dumped Friedman on his way into the zone.
Back out in front. Newman trying backhands it. Backhands to go to the corner. Sergei Karen back behind the net. Bidner flips it up here. Newman tried to catch it, but going back the other way is Hoops.
2-on-1.
The shot goes wide. Back here, Sergei Karen picks it up. Paul Weber for the Wings. Comes out of his own end, gives it ahead to Bidner, goes too far. And going back after it is Sandy Corbett. She's going to pick it up, shoot it around the boards to number 47, Ed Paquette.
Yeah. He got roughed up just a little bit by Wolanin, just a taste of what Wolanin used to do in his career.
Yeah, Toby Dom.
Got 1 minute to go in the first period, Hugh.
Yeah, Craig has fun out in these games. He really does. He's a local guy. East Sider.
Grosse Pointe, I believe.
Yeah, Grosse Pointe guy. De La Salle High School. Wolanin drops it over on the opposite side to Paul Weber. Weber puts it in behind the net to Brent Fedek. To Pat Peak. Pat Peak shoots it back behind the net to Fedek again. Pass to Peak is broken up, and ROHA coming out with it. Shot by Valasevich, shoots it back in. Wolanin shot goes out in front. Wagner makes a save. We got 15 seconds remaining in this first period. And it coming out, here comes Tyler Lampman, who got the first goal for the ROHA squad. John Ogrodnik back to pick it up. Docks it right on Mio to gives it ahead, and Valasevich ahead to Craig Wolanin. And Craig Wolanin shoots it after the whistle blows.
Roughed up a little bit by Sandy Corbett.
Sandy Corbett and Craig Wolanin talking out there. They had a good first period for the ROHA squad. They've kept it close. The Red Wing Alumni 3 and the ROHA Alumni 2 will be back with the second period of tonight's game in just a few minutes. Got a lot of them out there, and they'll have a good time. There's some young legs out there. The Brennans are all young. David Shepler's young. He got some just out of the Army. So these guys said there's, I believe, did he say the other official, Alex Hempel, I believe he said.
Okay, I didn't
Alex
catch
Hempel,
that.
yeah. And we're gonna
Craig Wolanin leading the discussion with Dennis Hextall, Pat Peak.
yeah, that was, if you look at Craig wasn't a real popular guy around Detroit when he was playing
No, he
because
was not.
he played for the Colorado Rockies, and he was not a real popular
Avalanche.
guy. Or Colorado Rockies, yeah, Avalanche. I'm in the wrong sport, right?
Yep.
Colorado Avalanche, and he was not real popular around here. Although he's saying he's discussing things. He's telling Kevin May, just a minute, I'm having a discussion here. So, Craig, very popular member though of the Red Wing alumni. Mio drops it over to Dave Lewis. Dave Lewis ahead to Hextall. Hextall back to Ogrodnik. Ogrodnik ahead to Evo. Evo in the corner with it, looking to get it set up. Centers it out in front. David Shepler breaks it up. Puck in there, and the Royal Oak gets it out to center ice. Ogrodnik on back after it.
Yeah, he's been in a position that he didn't play in his career. He's been playing defense. He was a left winger, as you'll remember.
Yeah, coming down there that's Patrick Brennan. Gives it ahead, and it goes down the ice, and Mio picks it
waved
up.
Off.
There is no icing in this game. There's definitely no icing. You're not going to have stoppages for icing. Pat Peake skating it in. Knocked off his stick there by number 7. It's Scott Mercer. Scott was refereeing in the first period. Now
he should be good and warmed up.
He's had some opportunity to get out there. Scott was, and Kevin May is refereeing this period. We'll see Kevin. Kevin will be playing.
Mercer
Somebody
just
went
took
down.
A high stick, I think.
Scott Mercer went down. I think he might have taken a stick in the face.
We're getting a towel.
Let's see what happened
See what
here.
happened here.
Evo going in.
Evo's going to try and lift his stick, or if he's just going to, oh no, he turned away. Yeah, he just tries to lift the stick.
He tried to lift the stick. He lifted the stick and got it right up and got it in Mercer's face. Scott Mercer took that stick right to the face. I'm sure Bill feels bad about that. He didn't mean to get him in the face.
That's an old grudge. Yeah, Mercer's
Stop
up.
the clock. Stop the clock.
Mercer's going to go to the back. You see Bruce Taylor back there. It didn't look like he was cut, so hopefully he's going to be all right. I didn't see any blood. So,
yeah,
it's for fun, but they're playing for real.
You can get hurt out there.
Well, you know, it's funny because I did one of these games in Troy, and I was back behind the Red Wings player bench, and somebody came up to fire the puck off the boards. Every player on the bench turned and put a glove over his face, afraid if it didn't hit the bench, it was going to hit them.
Yeah, right.
I mean, that just goes to show you that, you know,
the problem was you might get hit.
Yeah,
you know, they do that, right?
Exactly.
Going to Brent Fedek skating it down in behind the net. Being checked there by O'Brien. Kevin O'Brien, a good job checking him behind the net. Fedek. And O'Brien wins that battle, takes it away. Kevin O'Brien shoots it up the boards. They're trying to get it out, and they do get it out. Ahead to Bolio. Rob Bolio skating it in. Bolio drops it, and shot gets knocked away in front. Paul Weber trying to get it loose. Weber gets it up along the boards to Valasevich. Rob Valasevich. Across to Todd Bidner. Bidner backhands it right in front of the net and defensively knocked away in the front there by, I didn't get who that was. I think that's McGowie. Brian McGowie. Now going back the other way. That's number 15. That's Rob Bolio. Picked up by Wolanin. Ahead to Todd Bidner. Head to Fedek. Fedek skates it in. Fedek shot. Goes off the boards. And Royal Oak coming out with it. That's number 98. That's Brian Cunningham. We got too many Cunninghams in here. I got confused over to Kevin Cunningham. Puts it in behind the net. Gone down the ice. Valasevich drops it over to Bidner.
Bandages, so Scott was caught.
There's a little first aid for Scott Mercer. I hope Scott's okay. That somebody hit that.
Yeah, I was going to say a false alarm there.
Yeah, that was somebody was too quick at the goal light there. Going back the other way and shot back in to the Red Wing end. Dan Newman going back after it. Newman up to John Ogrodnik. Taken away by Kevin Cunningham. Put in behind the net. There by number 98. Brian Cunningham shoots it around the boards. Shot
right
back the other way, right in front. Mio goes down, makes the save again. Loses his stick, but manages to prevent the goal here. Coming down the other way, Dan Newman to Sergei Karen. Back to Newman. Newman puts it in behind the net to Karen. Ogrodnik knocked away. Here goes Hextall back after it. To Mio, over to Dave Lewis. Nice stick handling by Dave. He puts it over the other end to Ogrodnik. Ogrodnik trying to get it out, does get it at the center. Sergei Karen at Dennis Hextall. Hextall back to Karen, back to Hextall, and now to Dan Newman. Newman drops it in behind the net. Hextall centering it.
And it's in.
And it's in. Is it knocked in? I don't know who. I think Karen is probably going to get the goal. The assist is going to go to Hextall, I believe.
Now it's here. They're going to come from behind the net out to Newman. Puck lays there. And I think actually the defenseman put it in himself.
Okay. All right. The goal is by Sergei Karen. We're going to give an assist to Dennis Hextall. The official said he didn't get it, but we're going to give one to Dennis because Dennis did set it up from behind the.
Well, I don't know if you give him an assist because it looked like the defenseman put it into his own net.
O'Rourke.
Detroit goal number 54, Sergei Karen.
Dan Newman trying to get the offense started. Gets it ahead. Hextall. Hextall's got Karen with him. Back to Hextall. To Sergei Karen. Back to Hextall again. Hextall to Wolanin as he skates down in the middle. Craig Wolanin. Over to Karen. Can't control it. Now he picks it up. Now it goes back and it gets knocked out.
Yeah,
goes all the way down.
Far enough for an icing here.
Eddie Mio comes out and shoots it down. No, it's not going to go far. There's no such thing as an icing. I think, and that's one of the rules here. I think that you don't have any icing. If Pat Peak tries to center it for Weber, broken up by the defense in front. Coming out with it there. Alan Oja trying to get it started. Get hit to David Shepler. David Shepler skating in.
Oh.
Knocked off his stick. And
he tried to drop it. Dave Lewis got a stick in there. Yeah, he had Scott McNeil coming down the slot.
Peak to Bill Evo. Back to Lewis. Down to Pat Peak. Peak to Fennick. Too far. Going over there. Brennan knocked it away. Back to David Shepler. David Shepler coming out. Somebody, Pat Peak dumped somebody there.
That was Alan Oja.
Yeah. Here it goes.
Yeah, Peak's still a young man.
Yeah.
He's only 36 years old.
Knocked away in front there.
It wasn't knocked away. It hit the post.
Did it? Okay, I couldn't see.
It either hit the post or the crossbar. I heard it strike iron.
Peak tried to set it up. Drops it. Fennick in the corner. Fennick centering it for Evo.
Nice
Evo knocked away.
Dunscombe.
Dunscombe makes the save, and Royal Oak comes out with it, but taken away. But now Royal Oak again. Here comes O'Brien. Kevin O'Brien. O'Brien shot.
Oh,
Eddie Mio makes the save. Good effort there by Kevin O'Brien. Good opportunity.
Boy, Mio's still got it. He's made some pretty acrobatic saves tonight. Lewis still John with some fans in that back corner. Take a look here as the play's going to come up the ice. See how he comes in, fakes it goes to the right side, and Mio able to lay down in the crease and make the save under his arm.
Back to the live action. Here comes Pat Peak with it, given to Evo. Evo back to Fennick. Knocked away in front and knocked out to center ice. coming out with it there.
Bolio and Bowen.
Bolio and Bowen. Knocked away. Good pad save by Eddie Mio.
Yeah, Bolio shot that between the legs of the defender in front, Lewis. Pretty spirited contest.
Trying to get it going. We start over on the score, I guess, huh?
Yeah, they're going to start over because we got a different shift of skaters.
It's 1-0 right at the moment for the Wings. We get John to put that goal up. 1-0 Wings here in this period. It was 3-2 in the first period, and now we're in the second period with new skaters, so we're 1-0 right now. Going back thereafter at number 75 for ROHA to try to get it loose.
That's Tim Togweiler at the bottom of the sheet.
Tim Togweiler, yeah, I lost him on that sheet there.
Helping you out here because we don't have.
He's on the second page. Here's a shot knocked away by Mio. ROHA trying to get something going again, and going there, and shooting it back in there was.
That was Tim Brennan.
Tim Brennan.
Now he takes it over the line.
The shot knocked away by Mio again.
Oh.
Out the center ice. Here comes Todd Bidner with it. Bidner's got Valasevich. Valasevich back to Bidner, back to Valasevich, and he shoots it back to Bidner too far. Bidner wheels and picks it up. Bidner, good stick handling, but finally knocked away. And chasing it down there, now number 45, Kevin Cunningham, chases it, and it knocked away by the defenseman, Paul Weber. Paul Weber cut down that angle on him. Wolanin shoots it around the boards. Pat McGowie can't keep it in. Pat McGowie, the supervisor of officials, I believe, here in the Hockey Association, but out here as a skater tonight. Valasevich gives it to Newman. Newman shot. Save made by Dunscombe and holds on. Backhand shot by Newman. Take a look at these guys as they I know Gradnick does a lot of talking to the bench. He kind of hangs out by the opponent's bench and does a lot of talking.
Psychs him out, I think.
Dave Lewis.
If they're not careful, he'll drill a slap shot at him.
John Kapolka. Head to number 46, Sean O'Rourke.
Kapolka had 2 whacks at it, now a third.
Another one.
Mio in the crease doing snow angels. Able to keep it out, though.
Gradnick trying to get it clear, but they don't, and knock back the other way over to Kevin Cunningham. Excuse me, that was O'Rourke.
Yeah, Gusky just had a great chance, and Mio able to deflect it wide.
Dave Lewis to Valasevich, over to Todd Bidner, ahead to Newman. Newman, and knocked outside, hit the side of the net. We've seen these guys a number of times play. They've scored a lot more in the other games that we've seen than they're scoring tonight. I don't know that the Royal Oak guys are fired up, but Valasevich.
Well, really, they've gotten some pretty good goaltending, and that always helps. Now we're going to see another penalty, I think.
David Shepler went down, and Craig Wolanin is not buying it. He's saying it was a trip. They're going to
give him a penalty shot.
Penalty shot.
No, he's trying to hide, but Kevin May says, "No, it was on you. You got to take the penalty shot." I think he was trying to get one of his more talented teammates.
He was trying to get O'Rourke. Well, David is only a couple years away from playing here in the Royal Oak Hockey Association. Knocked away by Eddie Mio.
Yeah, he tried to go 5-hole. It looked like Mio closed it down, stops the penalty shot. Wolanin happy that he was bailed out. Here we're going to see it again.
Was there another goal?
No, there wasn't another goal. Here he comes in. Scheffler in. Yeah, tried to fake like he was going to really rip it. Tried to drag it 5-hole. Mio shuts that down. No, they just had the one goal.
They just one goal this period. It was 3-2 in the first period. They started over. Oh, Kevin O'Brien picking it up. O'Brien. tries to center it, but it goes out to center ice. Right there, Darren Cunningham. Into the wings end. Wolanin picks it up. Okay, ahead Sergei Karen. Ahead Hextall.
Yeah, Karen playing with Hextall now. Ted Lindsay juggling lines behind the bench there.
Dan Brennan shoots it around the board. I don't think it matters to them who's on the line. I don't think, you know, they just, whoever wants to go out and skate this wing.
Whoever's got wind.
Shot.
Weber made the save. Bowman's actually out there in goal now.
Yeah, George Bowman, they changed goal. Goaltenders, George Bowman's in goal.
4-on-2.
Scott McNeil out there, our friend Scott out there. He's going ahead there. Bolio going down that right wing, drops it in front. Ogrodnik knocks it away.
Made the stop.
To Karen, to Dennis Hextall. Hextall ahead to Pat Peak. Peak shot knocked away. Picked up there by number 8, Pat Brennan. Puts it up along the boards, and coming out with it that's Brian McGowie, I believe.
Through the crease and out the other side. Yeah.
Here comes Hextall. He's got Fedek with him. Hextall waits, drops it to Sergei Karen. Karen wheeling, looking to get set up. Wheels again, drops it back to Dave Lewis. Over to Fedek. Fedek back to Lewis. Lewis shot. Goes into the boards. That's out to center ice.
The ice and jumped. Did you see that?
Bill Evo picks it up as he comes off the bench with a line change. Evo goes around behind the net. He's all alone back there, but he drops it back to Bidner. Todd Bidner over to Fedek. Fedek can't get a stick on it. And
Dunscombe did a good job with the poke check there. Wanted to get it towards the net.
Bolio pick it up. Ahead to number 72, Brian McGowie. McGowie gives it back to Bolio, back to McGowie. McGowie shot. And George Bowman holds on. So I guess they're going to play, each one's going to play half the game probably.
George Bowman, the nephew of Scotty Bowman, former head coach for the Detroit Red Wings, among others.
That's right, George.
Pittsburgh, Buffalo, and Montreal, and St. Louis.
And St. Louis, yeah. And now is part of the Chicago Blackhawks organization.
That's right, working with his son.
Todd Bidner trying to get out there, can't get to it, and that was Michael Brennan taking it away, and Darren Cunningham drops in front. Evo breaks it up. Evo to Craig Wolanin. Wolanin ahead to Bidner, too far. Pat McGowie going back to pick it up.
How old do you think that helmet is that Pat's wearing? That looks like one of those middle 80s Jopa helmets that Yari Curry wore.
Yeah, that's a long time. That's the helmet they wore when they didn't wear helmets.
Yeah.
I think, Brent Fedek. Shot.
Dunscombe, a nice pad save.
Dave Dunscombe with a good save, and
he's done pretty good. He's only let one in this period. Red Wings with the only goal of this second period. So you guys having fun there on the bench. And Newman giving it to Johnny O.
Ogrodnik.
Set up
the
Bidner for the one-timer.
Bidner
just got it off the heel.
Shot a little wide. Going back the other wing. Todd Bidner picking it up. Taken away there behind the net by Dan Brennan. Up along the boards with David Shepler. Shepler to O'Rourke. Lewis breaks it up. John Ogrodnik. To center ice and ahead to Evo. Evo looking to set up, sets it back, but it goes out at the end. O'Rourke picks it up. O'Rourke skating in on Ogrodnik. And Ogrodnik forces him outside. O'Rourke broken up there by Dan Newman.
Evo's alone.
Out to center ice and couldn't get Dan Brennan back to pick it up for ROHA. Brennan looking to get the rush started. Puts it up there, but Craig Willanen breaks it up. Craig Willanen wheels in the corner. Drops it back to Pat Peak. Peak back to Willanen. Willanen battling over there with number 75, Tim Togweiler for it. And comes away.
Oh.
Peak goes back to center ice. And
Newman took OHA down again.
Alan OHA goes down. Dan Newman.
See another penalty shot here.
Dan Newman on the trip, and then we get a penalty shot for Alan OHA.
Pushes it ahead. Oh, missed the net.
Missed the net.
Come on, Alan, you got to get it on the net.
So they got Eric.
I don't know if he still coaches or not, but I'm sure he tells all of his youngsters, you got to get it on the net if you're going to shoot it.
There you go, Peak to take the face-off against Alan OHA. Dropped back there and picked up number 8, Patrick Brennan. Tries to get it through, broken up in front. OHA picking it up again. OHA's trying to get it. Patrick Brennan again. Shot goes into the corner. Going in there after it. Valasevich. Valasevich gets it out to center ice. The opposite wing to Dan Newman. Newman drops it ahead. Pat Peak can't control it. Newman goes in and picks it up. Shoots it around the boards of Valasevich too far. ROHA coming out with
nice move.
Nice move there by Bowen.
Landon intercepted the lead pass from McNeil. Yeah, Bowen and Bolio have been pretty good this period.
There's a shot by Alan OHA. Alan OHA put it in the net.
Redemption from the missed penalty shot. With just a minute 10 to go in the period. 32 for So Bowen and Scott McNeil get the assists. Alan OHA the goal. We're in under a minute to go.
Good shot there.
Take a look at it here. Just a nice little wrister. Slot extended to the right. Over the top of George Bowman. Ties the second period 1-1.
So the ROHA alumni doing a good job here. Total on the night, only down by 1 goal. Bowen centers it over there to number 72 to McGalley. To get it out in front. O'Brien shot up over the net. Bolio back to pick it up. Taken away by Dave Lewis. Ahead to Dan Newman. To Valasevich. Too far. Valasevich going to go into the corner to pick it up. Coming right down in the slot. Dave Lewis. Dave Lewis backhand. Goes across in front of the net. Royal McGalley trying to get it out. Sergei Garin
kicked it away from
kicked it.
McGalley.
And O'Brien shoots it back the other way. The second period ends all tied up, 1 apiece. And it was a good contest.
Good period for the Royal Oak Hockey alumni.
Well, I kind of thought so. There were some young legs out there in that period, so I thought it might be a pretty good deal.
Yeah, I asked Brian Brennan before the period started if they kind of loaded up this one, and it appears they did.
They did.
They were able to hold them down.
Good
job in goal by Dunstan as well.
Second period at the second intermission, that period went 1-1 between the two teams. This is Hugh Scullman with Jim Evers. We'll be back with the third period of tonight's Red Wing Alumni ROHA Alumni game in just a few moments. Welcome back to John Lindahl Arena for the third period of tonight's benefit hockey game between the Detroit Red Wing alumni and the ROHA alumni. This is Hugh Scullin along with Jim Evers bringing you tonight's game. The benefit, as we said, was for the Salvation Army for the Bed and Bread Club. We had, earlier in the evening, Dick Burton and was here along with Dan Miller from Fox 2, and they kicked this game off, and along with the Ted Lindsay, the coach for the
Major Turner from Salvation Army received a check for $25,000. So great job by the ROHA, all the kids, all the parents and adults that helped support, helped put this program on.
They got the Brent Fedek brings his own personal.
That's his valet, I believe.
Personal guardian of the penalty box. I believe that's Brent's daughter.
Yes.
Is here. And
so they're warming up here to get ready for the third period of play. Bob Christopik, he'll be the backstop for the Royal Oak Hockey Alumni. We've seen the Alumni Red Wings with 3-2 lead after one period. In the second period, it was a 1-1 draw, so we'll see how they do here in the third period. It looks like George Bowman will be in the goal for the third period for the Red Wings. There she is. That's Brent Fedek's daughter. Unfortunately, we didn't get her name.
We got the Bob Kostopik. Let me mention this is Bob Kostopik Jr.
Okay.
Bob Kostopik Sr., the longtime ROHA president. This is his son. And
see George Bowman there on the left, Kostopik there on the right. Pretty good crowd across the way here at the John Lindell Ice Arena.
The referees, Andy Hempel and John Kapolka for this period.
Apologize, Andy. We may have misidentified you in that second period, so you kind of caught us off guard. We were expecting Butch Gazzetti all three periods. We're glad that Andy could be here. I'm trying to see if both Senko's are out here because they were out here for the skate before the game began, and I believe it was Bill took a spill and was lacerated in the top of his head. So hopefully he's out here and able to play in this third period.
We have speaking to the one Cam Chavry, Tony Chavry, and Dan Tremblay said they were the French Connection line tonight. They were the.
So do we have to say Tremblay?
Tremblay, Chavry. You know, and
there's Don McLean right there, number 95. They got Coach John on his sweater. Brian Brennan back behind the bench for the Royal Oak Hockey Alumni. Maybe one of these years we'll get Brian out on the ice.
Brian's the coach. He's doing pretty good tonight. He's having a pretty good experience out here.
Yeah, and it does. I just saw Bill Senko, 28, skating in the picture there, so it does appear that he's going to play here in this third period, so that's good to see. He's a hockey player. Probably just got a couple butterflies on the top of the head there, and he's good to go.
I think Coach Lindsay took a break, and he's got Johnny Rhea over here coaching now.
Yeah, I saw Johnny between the first and second periods, and he's got a bad knee, so he's kind of hobbling around a little bit.
That's why he's not refereeing.
So that's why he's not out here skating. So he's behind the bench. Ted Lindsay's left him in good charge. Mr. Lindsay probably heading home to see Hockey Night in Canada.
Bill Evo and Chris Temple. Bill Evo and Chris Temple exchanging some pleasure. There, go back there. Sonny Temple shoots it ahead, down into Chris Temple's shot right in on George Bowman, and he grabs it, glove save, and holds on. Chris Temple really wanted to get that one in there, I'm sure. Chris is out there centering a line of Gillis and Lydia Kraft. Centers it right in front. Lewis pucks loose in front. Lydia Kraft trying to get it.
Gillis
choke and in the net. Chris Temple with the rebound. Puts the ROHA squad up on.
And they'll go right to the bench for the line.
7:23.
Okay, we got 27.
And Lydia Kraft gets the assist. You could probably also give Darren Gillis one too. I think he had a whack at the puck as it was in the crease. So they're leading 1-0 here in this third period. Again, we're resetting the score after each period because we have different skaters for the 3 different periods. Next off drops to Karen. Back to the blue line to Weber.
Weber shot knocked away and coming back the other way.
Oh, is this the French Connection?
Tremblay, that's it.
Yeah, it is.
It is.
Chavray, and Tremblay.
Karen going back there. Dropping it to Hextall. Hextall's shot goes wide. ROHA picking it up. Broken up in center ice by Wolanin. Back to Evo, and they drop it back to Paul Weber. Weber shoots it in.
Yeah, see, they waved the icing off. Boy, oh boy.
I told you there is no icing. That doesn't exist in these alumni
Oh,
games.
we're playing running clocks.
There we go. Valasevich in the center ice. Picked up there and Jamie Julep back to pick it up, but Valasevich breaks it up. Parent going in with it. Puts it right in front to Julep. Julep shot knocked away.
Oh, cross crease pass and Weber there.
Julep went down. Paul Weber took him down.
Julep's selling it, looking to both referees for a call. Doesn't get one.
As I recall, Jamie scored on him last year, so he would like to get another one. Here comes Todd Bidner's shot.
Oh, nice pad save by Kristopik.
Kristopik doing a good job back there. ROHA coming out, shoots it down the ice, goes right in on Bowman. Dave Lewis shoots it back the other way, and Todd Bidner in the corner to Valasevich. Valasevich centers it to Bidner. They picks it up and shot in there by Dan Newman. Broken up. Coming back here goes Senko with it. Senko shot was around the boards. Valasevich picks it up for the Red Wings. Valasevich broken up, but now picked up by Valasevich. Back to Bidner. Bidner's shot goes wide. Dave Lewis puts it in front. Bidner. Kristopik lost sight of it for a moment, but he
thought it was behind him.
But he managed to get it out of there. John Ogrodnik wheels, puts it out in front of Valasevich. Back to Dave Lewis. Lewis to Ogrodnik.
ROHA was playing with 6 skaters there for the longest time. They finally got Don McLean's attention and brought him back to the bench.
Valasevich to Bidner. Bidner puts it in. Todd Bidner.
Yeah, he won't get one much easier than that, that's for sure. So Todd Bidner, the former Washington Capital, gets the goal. Let's see the pass here. Valasevich right across. Kristopik way out, trying to cut down the angle. Bidner in behind the defense. Stuffs it into the open side of the goal, and it's a 1-1 tie here in period number 3.
8 from 18. Yeah, the goal. Todd Bidner, the assist, Rob Valasevich. Here goes Pat Peak skating it in to the ROHA end. Drops it in front to Fedek. Fedek shot.
Fedek with a hard shot.
There were a lot of flashes over there, but it wasn't the goal light, it was cameras. Dave Lewis to Ogrodnik. Ogrodnik the opposite wing to Karen, drops it back to Brent Fedek behind the net. Fedek to Dave Lewis. Backs up, Pat Peak picks it up. Over to Dave Lewis. Knocked off his stick. And out to center ice. Gillis.
Gillis and Kraft.
Gillis and Lydia Kraft. Gillis to Tremblay coming down. Tremblay shot goes right in on George Bowman, and George makes the save.
Yeah, found the late man off the bench. Now he's pushed into Bowman by John Ogrodnik. Ogrodnik not known for the rough stuff in his career. That was Lydia Kraft actually roughing up, I believe, by the net. So Lydia will skate to the bench for the line change. Faceoff will come to the left of Bowman.
And
net knocked off its peg.
I don't know whether George did that intentionally or not.
He did.
It looked like
he saw Cam Chevrolet coming towards the net.
His skate went behind him and kicked that off pretty well. So the faceoff is in the Red Wings end.
Yeah, French connection out there again.
Wolanin. And here goes Wolanin out the center. Ahead to Sergei Karen. To back Peak, Pat Peak. Skates into the center. Shot. Knocked away in front. And shot down the ice.
Bowman will wage the icing by playing the puck.
Wolanin.
Now see, if we had the no-touch icing like we do during the regular hockey night in Royal Oak
this game would take forever.
Would we be?
Yeah, Fedek. Fedek looking at it. Fedek goes around, wrap around by Brent Fedek.
He had Kristopic there at his mercy. Shut him down on the one chance and then able to take it all the way around behind the net. Taps that one in, a 2-1 lead for the Red Wings. 15-14. You see Kristopic here.
15-14.
Got him covered there. Gets behind Kevin May. May chasing him around the net. He's able to wrap it in.
The assist goes to Pat Peak. Goal to Brent Feddick. The assist to Pat Peak. 2-1. The Red Wing Alumni ahead in this game, in this period. ROHA coming out with it. Into the center. Somebody went down. Here comes down Evo. Evo ahead to Dennis Extall. Broken up. And that's, is that Parent looking to set up. Shoots it over into the corner. Bill Evo ahead to Todd Bidner. Back the other way, and Evo wheeling, sends it over Ogrodnik on the opposite side. Back into the corner, Bill Evo picks it up. And behind the net, Bidner out in front to, I don't know whether it was Lewis got the stick or Ogrodnik got the stick on it. I know the assist got to go to Todd Bidner.
Yeah, you're going to see here, it comes from behind the net. You see Ogrodnik skating down the slot. Luckily, he just one-times it softly past Kristopic. I'll tell you, if I saw him coming down the slot like that, rearing to fire, I think I'd get out of the way.
The goal, John Ogrodnik. The assist to number 8, Todd Bidner, and number 27, Bill Evo. 3-1. The Wings putting on the pressure now. Ogrodnik in behind the net. Up ahead to Evo. Evo looking for Hextall. Opposite wing to Bidner.
Detroit goal, number 25, John Ogrodnik.
Evo's shot was wide. Lewis in behind the net again to Evo. Evo looking for Ogrodnik coming down in front. Bouncing puck. Knocked away by Kristopic. Ogrodnik.
Yeah, Mike Zielinski got a stick on it before Ogrodnik could fire it, or else he probably would have netted another one.
Bidner looking, drops it back to Evo. Back to Bidner. Bidner skating right in front.
Ooh.
Knocked away by Kristopic. Ogrodnik ties
got
up
Sonny
a skate.
Temple tied up behind the net.
Back out the center, and here coming out with it now. Get that. Didn't get the name on that one. Going back the other way, here comes Bill Evo. Bill Evo.
Nice save by Kristopic there. Both teams changing lines.
Bill started playing hockey when this was an outdoor rink, I'm sure. On this,
2-on-1. Temple and Gillis.
Temple and Gillis. Temple trying to pick it up again, but broken up in front by Paul Weber.
Yeah, Weber did a good job there. Let him get the rebound.
Senko. Is this the one that was
injured?
Yeah,
it is. That's the one that was injured
okay.
in the pregame skate.
And Bill Senko.
Good job by Pierce to hold it in.
Sitting in there, going there, Lady Kraft trying to get it. Picked up by Weber, shot ahead. Down the ice too far for Dan Newman. Kristopic comes out, clears it to boards. Valasevich trying to get it center. Valasevich puts it right on the stick of Weber, but knocked away. And here comes Cam Chevry down the ice.
Cam's still got some good reels. He's a youngster.
Cam's only 1 year out. Right on Gillis' stick. He couldn't get it in, and Paul Weber recovered enough to knock it away. It was laying there.
Yeah, it was.
Darren Gillis, he's disappointed he didn't get that one in.
Yeah. Well, got to get the third member of the French Connection out here.
Here's Kevin May. Tries to center for Cam Chevry. Goes too far. Goes out to center ice. Going back after it is Bill Senko. Tremblay. Or no, that's Cam Chevry. Cam Chevry over to Tony Chevry. And wanted to pick it up. Kevin May picking it up. Kevin May out in front.
Oh, right in front. Just couldn't get a stick on it.
Kevin May skating around. Kevin gets a lot of skating experience out there refereeing every day, probably. Yep. You know, Kevin does a lot of high school and does some refereeing here as well. Going back in there, Tony Chabray. Back out in front, broken up there by Fedek. Goes out ahead. Here comes Dan Newman to Valasevich. Valasevich in front of Dave Lewis. Dave Lewis standing right there. Kristopik knocks it away. Brent Fedek shot. Save made by Kristopik.
ROHA trying to complete a line change. That pass doesn't connect.
Pass goes too far. And
Hempel helps him out, tees it up for him. Nice blocker saved by Bowman. We got another Troy Friedman, number 58. He played in the first period. He's out here again. He just had that glorious chance.
He had a couple good chances in the first period. I don't know. Is that legal? They put a player back in there, and
yeah, you can see right there. That was the backhander right in front. Oh, that was from a few moments ago. That was when they were roughing up Lydia Kraft. That was Chris Temple on the shot.
Yeah, the shot in there by Trent Lee was knocked away. Coming back the other way. Here's Pat Peak. Pat Peak drops it back to Ogrodnik. Ogrodnik to Dave Lewis. Back to Peak. Peak right out in front. Kristopik pad save.
Oh, nice play. Kicked it to the skate.
And here coming out
2 on
with it here.
2.
And centered across there by, who was that number?
I think it was 58 Friedman, wasn't it?
Friedman, Troy Friedman, okay. I don't have him on this list, that's right. He's 58 Troy Friedman, I got to write down on this period.
Next all to Peak. Peak with it in the corner. Waits for the late man Weber. And Weber goes 5-hole and scores.
Paul Weber from Pat Peak.
And Peak will get the only assist. That makes it 4-1 here in this third period of play.
Yeah, they pulled out ahead here. We got the goal 45 is Paul Weber. The assist goes to number 14, Pat Peak, who's pretty much a local guy.
Yep, Madison Heights guy. Career cut short by foot injuries. Only got to play 5 seasons in the National Hockey League.
Craig Wallen.
Yeah, 5 more National Hockey League seasons than I made it here.
That's right. Well, that's true. Craig Wallen. Over the opposite boards to Peak. Peak to center it. Weber back to Peak. Go back and behind the net to Dennis Hextall. Peak drops it back. Weber back to Hextall. Now this is puck handling. They're just gonna handle it, move it all around. Peak goes back to Wallen.
Basically playing keep away with it all. Hit Hextall on the leg trying to clear back to the point.
Gone back
3 on 1.
There. Pierce skates in and drops it for Gillis. Gillis shot.
Oh, quick glove by Bowman. He'll play it up to center ice. Now Wallen in all alone.
Wallen dropped it to Hextall, but broken up.
Yeah, Kevin May.
Kevin May gets it to center ice. Ahead to Chris Temple. Chris Temple's got Lydia Kraft with him. Drops it for Gillis. Gillis to Kevin May. Kevin May back to Lydia Kraft, and Lydia Kraft pokes it in. And Lydia gets dumped by Jordan Bowman. Lydia Kraft with the goal. Lydia Kraft gets the goal. The assist go to Darren Gillis and Kevin May.
That'll make it 4-2. Here we're going to take a look. They had the numbers. They passed it around. Kraft able to kind of got an off-speed shot. Fooled Bowman. And Bowman takes it out on her in the crease there.
Good job by Lydia. Lydia can skate. We've seen her skate before. Even with the chicks with sticks, Lydia can skate. She knows what she's doing. She's been out there. Out in front, a little too far. Pierce went back for it. Pierce drops it over to Kevin May. Kevin May looking for an opening.
Yeah.
Kevin May got Cam Chambray, jumped over Cam Chambray.
Oh, hit the post.
It's off the post, and Kevin May picks it back up again.
Yeah, French connection back out there.
Bill Evo shoots it down the ice, goes too far for Dan Newman, and Kevin May picks it up. Kevin May coming out ahead.
Now, would he be allowed to call his own penalty?
Yeah, Tremblay puts it on the net. Bill Evo picks it up, gives it ahead to Todd Bidner. Bidner looking to get out. But Tremblay picks it back up and takes it back in. Tremblay to Cam Chambray. Cam Chambray pokes at it again.
Great save by Bowman.
Bowman knocks it down out of the air. Cam was right there. Back into set too far for Tony Chambray.
Yeah, Tony looked like he was coming for a line change. They told him to stay out. 2 minutes to go in the contest, Hugh.
I go over too far for behind Tony Chambray. Cam Chambray picks it up. Cam shot to Jordan Bowman, knocked away. Not supposed to do that. No slap shots. Here comes Bill Evo down the other end.
Yeah, he said he forgot as he was coming to the bench. He was hearing it from him.
He's well, he's only a year out of midgets, so he's not, he's probably the youngest guy out on the ice.
Yep.
So by a lot. Back in center, Evo to Wolanin. Drops it back to Paul Weber. Broke it up there. And
just onside.
ROHA shooting it in. And knocked in. A rebound knocked in by
Friedman might have got it.
I think it is.
Gotta wait and see if he Parent.
No, Parent.
Take a look at it here. They're gonna skate it up the right wing. There's first save made by Bowman. Rebound lays there, and Parent comes in, really leans into the wrister and puts it past him for the goal. Cuts the lead to 1.
The assist goes
4-3.
Assist goes to Trent Lee, I believe. 80, I think he said.
Yep.
Trent Lee gets the assist. Jason Parent, the goal. 4-2 with 45 seconds. 4-3, that's right. With 45 seconds remaining. Sergei Karen. Karen shot.
Kristopik made the save. And they're going to pull him for the extra skater. 30 seconds to go.
Joel goes over opposite wing. They're trying to get the extra skater out there. Chris Temple. Chris Temple scores.
Oh, that one went through a screen.
Just tying up Chris Temple, his second goal. The assist goes to...
Yeah, here we're going to see it. Senko skates it all the way in. Spins and he hits. Temple was the extra man as the extra skater from the bench. Fires a screen shot. It gets through Bowman. Ties it at 4.
The assist goes to Kenny Senko. The goal, Chris Temple, got 2 of them.
They got another one.
They got another one. And they're going to win this period. It didn't sound like it was going to go that way when it started out. But
I think Gillis gets the goal. We'll hear it here in a second.
Jason Parent gets the goal.
Oh, it's 44 again.
Okay.
So he gets his second. Yeah, we'll take a look at it here. He's just going to skate it in. Now Bowman gets the raspberry from the bench for making the save. Another goal!
Another goal by Gillis. Darren Gillis puts that one in. As the contest ends. And the assist goes to, did he say 45?
44 and 27, I think he said.
Jason
He's going to come out of the corner right there and feeds him in front. Makes no mistake. Catches Bowman sliding across. Gillis finally gets the goal.
3 goals in 20 seconds.
That's right.
And 5-4.
6-4, actually.
6-4, yeah.
So they shake hands at center ice.
Yeah. Take a look at the last goal.
I think we're going to see the last goal again here. Now, this was the 5th goal, I think.
And there he goes.
That's the one. They're going to pass it back. Temple's going to fire it just inside rim of the circle.
Yeah, and
got it through a screen.
That was the last one.
That was the one that tied it up.
That tied it up, and then the ROHA in that period comes up with a 6-4 win. A good contest by the ROHA squad tonight. They 6-4 in the third period. They lost the first period 3-2.
And tied 1-1 in period 2.
And tied to 1. So overall, ROHA outscored the Red Wing Alumni tonight. Did a good job. And this was a fun event for everybody. Chris Temple making sure everybody gets out on the ice, get the picture taken. And we want to thank you for tuning in. This benefit hockey game, the Red Wing Alumni and the ROHA Alumni here at John Lindell Arena. This is Hugh Scullin along with Jim Evers, thanking you for tuning in to tonight's contest, the benefit for the Salvation Army Bed and Bread Club. Good night, everybody.